Hello, happy Tuesday. Yes, I made it. I made it here to you guys. Truthful Tuesdays. My name is Amatullah and this Tuesday I will be telling you all my truth as a hairstylist. Hi, Dania. Dania was my guest last week, and she shared her story and her truth as a hairstylist and a salon owner, and it gave really good insight into the business and the journey. So I wanted to do that with you, involving me tonight, and telling you a little bit about my journey into this beautiful industry, the beauty industry, the hair industry. So I would like to start with how it began. And for me, it began with my grandmother. My grandmother, she would get her hair done every week, and I was a grandma's baby, so I was with her everywhere that she went. And when she went to the hairdresser, when she went to the hair salon, no matter if it was in the salon, she also had some stylists that worked in their home, but it was the way my grandmother felt when she left that I noticed. It stood out more to me. Her confidence boost, the way she would look at herself in the rearview mirror and sing. And I was like, wow, I want to make my grandma feel that way. So that was my first touch of the power of hair and having your hair done, and seeing the before and then the after, right, unfold in front of me. So that really was my first initial, I want to do that too. And I was very young. I had lots of Barbies. They all had haircuts. My grandfather, he also allowed me to put lotions and oils in his hair when I was little. So it was an early love with hair, but it was also the feeling that I saw it give a very special woman in my life. My grandmother, just a different confidence when she left. So high school came. It was time for me to decide college, or did I really want to pursue this hair thing. And my grandmother, she did want me to go to college, but when I expressed to her how much of an interest I had in hair, and that I wanted to see if this would really be a good fit for me, she said okay. And I started my 12th grade year of high school, half a day at Robert Morgan, half a day at Miami Killian. And when I first started with cosmetology school, I never had to be pushed to study, to read, to learn, to do. I always showed up so ready and willing to just learn and do, and I loved it. And I told my grandmother, this is what I want to do. So she supported me, and so did my grandfather. They were very, very important people in my life. They were two of the people that I really cared about what they thought of me, how they saw me, and the fact that they supported me so early with this, I knew that this was a good decision for me. So I went to cosmetology school, and I graduated high school. I graduated cosmetology school a year later, and I started working in the industry. I started off in a salon down south. It was Oasis Hair Salon, and it was a really great training ground for me. And then I wanted to have more of the spotlight on myself. So I decided to work in a barbershop, Next Level Barbershop. Shout out to those fellas. It was a great time, and I did have the spotlight on me, which was so great because all the ladies that came in there, they would come to see me. But then I ran into, I really like coming to see you, but my aunt wants to come, or my mom wants to come, but she doesn't want to come to a barbershop. So then I moved to another salon, and I've worked at quite a few great salons here in Miami, and that has been very instrumental to my skill set also taking advanced courses right out of cosmetology school with Paul Mitchell and Redken, Bobby J, I believe that was his name. I took an advanced cutting class with him. That was fantastic. Hi, Cindy. Hi. So I just went all in, and I had the support of my family. So my hair journey here, it's been really good. But when you are a stylist and a creative, your life will overlap with your professional life. There's no way for it not to. And when I look back at my earlier self, there were so many things I was dealing with that didn't have a label. I didn't know what to label it as, but it definitely affected the way I showed up with my work and with my clients. And it's something that I'm still so mindful of, and still getting a full hold on, showing up on time, ready to go. But now I have so many tools that keep my head and my mind in a really good place, so I can show up and be the creative that I love. So that was a little bit about my journey, working at different salons. I also always wanted to challenge myself in this industry. It could be very easy to be complacent and be okay with what you're making and who you're dealing with, but I would always want more. Me growing up, born and raised in Miami, I have seen how the city has grown and how you can really change the trajectory of your life and your career right here, which has always been a blessing for me. So I've worked in low-income areas, high-income areas, and it's really made me a lot stronger knowing where I want to be, who I want to work with, and how I need to show up. So I was working, and I had been renting my chair for the majority of my career, and then I wanted to work in a high-end salon. I said, you know, I really want to see what this high-end salon life is about. And there was a salon that stood out to me on Deco Drive. It was called Rick Rack Hair Salon, and I was like, I want to work there. And I showed up a number of times before I got my, okay, we will see what you can do. And that's when I blew them away, and I became a part of the staff. And it was a really great 4 years that I spent there, and it really gave me a broader awareness of the power of beauty business and how to tie in your skills, your creativity, your products, your customer service, and everything that you offer. And I really held my head up a little higher after that experience, because I did get a lot of praise, which definitely helped. I got a lot of spotlight time. I was blessed to be asked to do a makeover for the first season of Basketball Wives while I was there, and that was amazing to have those cameras come in for me. It was awesome. So it definitely was a beautiful confidence booster and a career boost also. So I'm just sharing all that just to say, challenge yourself. If you find, you know, there's something that you want to do, especially in this industry, that you haven't done, you can do it. You really can. So that was a really great time for me as a hairstylist and a young woman. I was living on South Beach, living this bachelorette life, partying. It was really, really great. And then I became a mommy. So my truth as a hairstylist before a mom has been very different than after a mom now. Still trying to work independently. It's had its challenges, and I'm still working things out the best way that I feel I can for me to stay creative to still stay more in control of what I can control with myself as far as being a stylist. And so I am back independent now, and I've decided to bring the salon to you, to my ladies and gentlemen. So this has been a month since I made this decision, and this first month has been trial and error, seeing how I can really show up, what I can really do in a day, how do I really schedule. So I've learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to month 2 to be even smoother. And I'm also recognizing what my body can do, because I've been in this industry for over 20 years now, and it's still very physical. And that is one thing about being a hairstylist that is sometimes it's under, I don't know if people really understand, it's so physical, being a hairstylist and standing and working and moving. But also when I've incorporated working at different locations now that I have to get adjusted to, I've had, oh man, I can't be bending over that much, or I need to restructure my setup of how I'm taking all of my tools to show up, because my body's talking to me and it's saying, all right now, young lady, you got a few miles on you, so you need to be more gentle to yourself. So I just say all that to share that part with you too, to recognize where you are with your career and your body, and seeing what will work best moving forward. And so what I truthfully still love about being a hairstylist, I still love the esteem effect of this industry, of how a cut and a color can totally change your whole demeanor. How even just picking your hair up differently can make you smile in a way that you haven't in a while. And to have a connection for me with really beautiful people that I'm able to service, and it's a beautiful exchange of energy. It's not just what I'm giving to them, it's what they're giving to me also. And that has been even more sacred to me the more time that I've spent in this industry, and I've really come to understand how intimate and personal the hair service really is. So that's one thing that I do really love. And the dislike, it would be the physical aspect at times, and also having others make you feel like you're worthy of what they think. So in these times, everything's going up, and our costs all around have gone up. And so I have encountered ooh, that's a lot. Or, is this your only job? Is this all that you do? And it's like, yes, this is my career. Like, this is my livelihood. This is not a hobby. This is not a part-time thing. So when I show up to give all of this, I must be compensated. And I have been so fortunate to have a really beautiful tribe that supports me, and it's just really helped me to continue to move forward. Because earlier on, my esteem as a stylist was affected by the lowballing and the negotiating, like one too many times. So I had to toughen my skin, and that happened over time. So I've become a much more stern in my worth as a stylist, and how I can relay that to others confidently. That has developed over time. But other than that, I don't have too many dislikes. The beauty business, what you do have to focus on is yourself. And I've learned the only person that you need to be loyal to is yourself. There's another aspect of the business that can be a little ugly, where people want what they want, and they don't care what you have going on. And if you're unable to give it to them, they will move on. It used to make me feel like, oh my gosh, like, but now I'm able to release that and understand that who and what is for me, and I still have to prioritize the things that are important to me in my life right now, sometimes over hair. And that has been something that I have had to do quite a bit since being a mama. So I say all that because when I think about my career later, my children, they are getting older, but they're not old enough yet for me to fully immerse myself in a heavy schedule with clients. But I'm very, very thankful of where things are right now and the confidence that I'm feeling moving forward with my business, turning into a traveling luxury salon, and still being able to show up and be in my children's face the way I need to be right now. So I don't think I really stayed on my path of the topics, but I've hit them. And with this, my next question was, how do you keep your cup filled when giving all you give being a hairstylist? Because we do give a lot, and I know I give a lot. I give a lot. I give a lot of insight. I give a lot of encouragement. I give a lot of light. I give a lot of love. And I give an awesome haircut and awesome color. And the way that I keep myself filled up now is tapping into the ones that really want to see me win. The people that really, with no hesitance, I can call and let them know what's going on with my day. It's a small group, but they're so special and precious to me. And just keeping good people and good clients around. So the way that I keep myself filled, I also listen to positive affirmations and positive music, and I do positive self-talk in the mirror. Like, La, you are the baddest, okay? You are one of the best stylists you've ever come across. And I do that with other aspects of my life. And I do it just so unapologetically, and I do it in front of my children so they can see, yo, this is what you really have to do sometime in order to keep moving forward strongly. So that is how I keep my cup filled. And I'm very thankful for my tribe and everyone that I can reach out to and call a true friend and a confidant in this industry and out. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much some insight into my truth as a hairstylist. I'll see if I may tap back into this subject again, maybe with another stylist or another beauty professional. But I will say that even though I do work independently, it's more than me, and it's always been bigger than myself. And now I really embrace that. So when I move, it's not just for me, it's for you too. It's for my clients that I'm showing up for. It's for my children. It's for the people that really want to see me win and that I want to see them win also. So I just have a different outlook and perspective on life in general right now, being 45 versus 20 years ago, being so young and having fresh eyes to the world. But I still want to keep the eyes fresh and not have them tainted by things that can interfere with you showing up the way you want to, interfere with your creativity. Sometimes life, family, depression, it can all come in and knock you off track. And it's okay, because you need to take time in those moments. I have learned, but you got to get back up. So this is me back, Truthful Tuesdays, with you, sharing my truth as a hairstylist, letting all of you know that Esteem Beauty Haven is now a traveling luxury salon where I can bring the salon services right to you in home or in office. And I do have 2 pop-in locations. One is in Wynwood, so dope, and the other is in Pembroke Pines, and it's really nice. So I'm able to accommodate on so many levels, and I'm going to keep sharing this journey of me operating my business this way with all of you. And I'm still going to show up and be truthful with you, especially on Tuesdays, but just practicing truth every day is so freeing, and that's why I'm taking the time to tap back into my Truthful Tuesdays with you. So I'm going to let you go, and it's been really wonderful. Thank you so much for everyone that stayed on, for your time and attention. I love you, and I love me. Peace.